Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LA Memorial Coliseum. We are here for the OG Racing League Truck Series Clash. As many of you know, it's going to be a bit of a different sort of style, I guess you could say, here tonight, but let's take a look at tonight's race analysis. We're going to have two 20-lap heat races here in this session right now. And then we'll have a 70-lap feature off to switch sessions, so we'll have a bit of an intermission sort of deal there. The previous season's pole sitters are all locked in, and obviously this race is for no points. Now the drivers who are currently locked in and give me 1 second. Alright, so where's it at? So, a bunch of drivers: Cody Harger, Zach Millett, Steven Requeno, Jeremy Youngs, Shane Wagner, Seth Wansing, and Mike LaJoy are all locked in on poles right now. And we're going to have a bunch of fun racing here tonight, folks. How many cars do we have in here? 12 so far. Alfie Sharon Jr. currently at top of the board right now here in practice with just about 3 minutes left before the heats. Let's see if we can maybe dial someone up here. Who do we got? We got Dylan Alderink. Yeah, let's get Alderink up in here. Hey Dylan, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Alright, Dylan, well, currently you are third fastest truck out there. How's the track feeling and how's the car feeling?
Truck feels pretty good. And tracks, it's tight, it's the Coliseum, but I think it's gonna be fun, be a good race. No points on the line, so Evan and I are just having a good time, hopefully.
Are you going to try to go out for the win here tonight? Give yourself some momentum going into the season opener?
Yeah, I hope so. I think I got the pace to go out and do it. It's just keeping it clean and being in the right spot. Track position is really gonna be important. Get caught on something stupid early on.
Yeah, and Dylan, what do you think the tires are going to feel like? Do you think it's going to get super tight here towards the end, or do you think it's going to kind of stay the same?
Tire-wise on my ones, I'm not noticing any loss in grip. Brake fade seems to be more my problem.
Alright, well, have a good night here. Hopefully, I don't know what heat you're going to be in yet, but hopefully you have a good night here. And hopefully we talk to you post-race.
Awesome, thanks, man.
Now, for this event, we will try to get the heat race winners in here as well, if we can. We'll see, though. I have a bunch of drivers here. Here's Arthur Clements in the Miller Lite Ford, Matthew Johnson in the 62 Chevy, Matthew Whedon sitting in the pits, Thomas Melnick-Holland, 00 machine, Keely Evans in the, I was about to say Trevor Bain, I was meant to say, Terry Labonte, Kellogg's car. We got the Robert Dudley machine. Got Chad Lancaster here as well on his number 02. Let's go on board. Lancaster is here as he goes around this very tight and very small track here. Oh, too far down. There we go. See just how much he's having to turn that wheel just to make the corner. I think he may have turned it just a little too much there. That's the checkered flag for practice. No qualifying here for the heat race. But now we are going to go ahead and get straight into heat race number 1. Which it appears might only be one heat. So let's go ahead and take a look at starting a lineup here. Oh yeah, forgot the heat thing doesn't want to work. That's going to be David Bennett, Chad Lancaster here front row with Matthew Johnson and Keely Evans. Row number 2, rounding out the top 5 in the third row on the inside is James Kerr. And on his outside, Alfie Sharon Jr. Now I have Robert Dudley in the number 7 car with Dylan Alderink in the number 9. And correction, Dudley is in the 49, by the way. I got TMH in the 00 and Brian Rupert in the number 3. And then rounding out the field is Matthew Whedon in the 11th row. Or 6th row, sorry. So as we mentioned, it's going to be 20 laps the distance here tonight. I'll give you guys a nice camera angle here. Should be a good one to use. Or even the static camera. Looks like someone is starting from the pits. That is the number 1 of Alfie Sharon Jr. That's one less driver some of these guys have to worry about. I think Alfie is locked in here, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's not. Okay, I just had to double check that here. But pace car is off. Here comes the field into the start zone. Green flag is out. Already trouble for the O2. We didn't even make it a turn before. Oh, Brian Rupert's going to get turning around the O2. Man, Lancaster not having a good start to his race here. Oh, TMH has already blown up. It's lap 1. No cautions, by the way, guys, if you haven't noticed that yet. But David Bennett up to a commanding lead over a second and a half over the field right now. James Kerr, Dylan Alderink, 2nd and 3rd. Robert Dudley in 4th. And Johnson trying to hold on to 5th. And the number 62 truck. Evans trying to get a momentum here in the number 19. He has Rupert behind him. Oh, Keely's going to go up into the outside wall, overshot the corner, and around he goes. We'll get it down to the bottom. As Alfie now up to 7th. And your race leader now, 2-second lead over Dylan Alderink, who took over 2nd just a few laps ago. David Bennett now trying to get around the number 13. He's just going to have to turn him. Oh dear, we're going to see a lot of chaos. They're stacking up in the back. Oh man. Collecting everyone there. Number 13. Like, hey, if you're in a wreck, I'm going to let everyone in on the fun here. It's now Bennett and Alderink are very close together. Is Alderink just going to dump the 17 here for the race lead? Halfway next time around. We just talked to Alderink not too long ago. And said he has a pretty good truck here. As he is almost to the inside of the number 17 here. With just 10 laps to go. Ooh, a little bit of lockup there by Bennett. There's Alfie Sharon Jr. in the number 1 truck. He might hold up Bennett here and allow Dylan to get to the inside. Almost there. Dylan looking to make it. He's there. He's on his inside now, side by side for the race lead. Bennett over Alderink right now, but Alderink on the bottom with the momentum to his number 24 car. And new race leader Alderink on lap 13. 7 to go. Wait, no. 5 to go. No, yeah, 7 to go. I was right the first time. I don't know why I thought it was 17 laps out of 14, but no. Man, this race is going by very fast. Already Alderink pulling out to nearly a second lead. Alfie about to go a lap down here. He started from the pits earlier. Oh, trouble for Rupert. He's gonna put it in reverse. Back up. Put it in reverse. There he goes. Alderink was able to get through and clear. He's alright. Coming to 3 to go here at the LA Memorial Coliseum for the heat race, which there's only going to be one of. So I don't know if everyone's going to make it or what here. Now just 2 laps to go for Dylan Alderink to get heat win under his belt. Try to carry some momentum here into the season. 1 lap to go. Next week, the field heads to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for race number 1 of the season. Alderink wins. Now, since we already did talk to Alderink there, we'll talk to David Bennett instead. Runner-up here tonight, James Kerr 3rd, Robert Dudley 4th, Matthew Johnson 5th, Keely Evans 6th, Brian Rupert 7th, and then what's next? Okay. I think now is when we're supposed to leave. But first, let's go ahead and grab David Bennett here quick. Hey, David, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Alright, well, you came home second. You led about half of the heat race there. What more do you think you may have needed other than maybe avoiding the incidents there during the race to hold on to the lead?
Just lap traffic. That's what lost me the lead there. Yeah, just got to get around better.
Well, this definitely gives you confidence going into the 70 lap feature here in just a few moments. David, what do you think your car's going to handle like, and do you think you'll be able to set a good time and be on the front row for qualifying?
Yeah, I think it's handling pretty good. I think I got the steering ratio pretty good, and the brake bias dialed in pretty good. So yeah, it's just avoiding lap traffic and trying not to get into a wreck with anybody.
Alright, well, good luck tonight, David, and hopefully you come home with the win and carry some momentum to Las Vegas next week.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for talking.
Alright, well, I gotta see something here quick. Trying to figure out if they are going to run the feature here or not, or if we have to hop over, switch sessions. Some pretty good racing so far here tonight, and I'm excited for the 70 lap main event here. I'm gonna keep this up here just so I know when people start to back out. Okay, I think that's our cue to jump out here. So that will do for this session, it seems. So we will now be switching sessions here, guys. So please give us a moment. to get situated here. Go ahead and resize that. All right. It looks like Fetter Place is going to miss the show here, folks. So for all you Brandon Fetter Place fans, it's not looking good for him right now. Just kind of wondering where he was at. But now we'll try to look for the next session. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and take an intermission here as the session is now going up here. So we'll be right back. Alright, we're here in the new session now, so I don't know exactly when we'll get into qualifying here. It says in 35 minutes, but at the same time, I was also told that the feature will start in 13 minutes. So you know what, let's go ahead and get another interview. Let's get Alfie here. Hey Alfie, Sean up in the booth with VRN, you got a copy? Alright. Go ahead, putting him back. Here. Hey, Zach, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got me?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
All right. Well, we're here at the LA Memorial Coliseum for the Clash here, Zach. I know you didn't run in the heat just now, but you are locked in. So, what are you expecting from this feature here tonight?
Well, if anything, I'm expecting a ridiculous amount of chaos. And if we can stay out of trouble, maybe we'll have a chance to survive this thing.
Well, yeah, you haven't been out on track yet, so do you know what the truck is going to handle like, or what are you expecting from the truck?
No, actually, I have no idea. I'm going into this pretty cold, so I'm expecting it to be pretty loose in and out, especially out. And I expect maybe after 5 or 6 laps, the back tires are not going to want to cooperate anymore.
All right, well, good luck tonight, Zach, and hopefully you can kick off the season with a win here and carry some momentum into Vegas.
Heck yeah, let's hope so.
All right, well, that's another driver down. We have another 10 minutes to burn here. And, you know, I guess we can take a look at the schedule for this season here. We have Las Vegas next week, obviously, but as many of you probably know by now, I won't be there because of vacation and all that cool stuff. But then the following week is ironically an off week, so I'll probably do a post broadcast for Vegas that day. And then Iowa, second race on the schedule. I love Iowa. Big fan of that. That's going to be a fun race for sure. 100 laps. And we got USA International in Lakeland, Florida. Under 25 lap race there. I don't know why my truck is out there. What? I just realized that. Okay, let's get someone who's actually out on track and logging laps. Anyways, after that, we have another off week there. Then we got Rockingham, another 100-lap main event. And then Michigan, 60-lap race. And then another off week. Then we got a long stretch here. We have Chicagoland for the 80-lap race with Watkins Glen. And then Worldwide Technology Raceway, also known as Gateway, 100-lap race there. Talladega first, and what seems to be the only plate race on the schedule. Nope, never mind, there's another one. And we have Lucas Oil Raceway Park in like the end of October here. 125 lap race. And then the Indianapolis Oval configuration, by the way, will be another 50 lap race of the Indy double header for that. And then we got the Bristol Dirt 100 lap feature, the 5th of November. And actually, I forgot to say this. Lucas Oil Raceway Park will be the end of the regular season, and Indianapolis will be the first race in the playoffs here. And then, like I said, Bristol Dirt on the 5th of November. Following that, Kansas 80 lap race with Martinsville, the 125 lap race on the 19th, and then the season finale will be on November 26th at Daytona. 50 laps. Mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to watch some onboard footage here tonight, go to that S4 guy on Twitch. Go to www.twitch.tv/that S4 guy. That's Zach Millett, who will have his onboard live all night long. So you get some really exclusive footage from there. Got about another 8 minutes here coming up on the Virtual Racing Network. Tuesday night, we will have some more live racing action. With the Sim 500 Super Speedway Series. We're going back to Talladega, I do believe, for the third time this season. Yeah, we've got the Xfinity cars out this time around. And then we'll be back with the OG Racing League Tour Modified Series. And that will be at Concord. That'll be the last race of the season that'll be broadcasted by us. Although we will probably do a makeup cast for the finale at New Hampshire the following week. And then after that, the last broadcast we'll be able to do next week will be the Gen 6 Cup cars at none other than Dover. So that'll be the last broadcast of the week before the break, all the way up until the 28th. So there will be no Sim 500 Midnight Thunder that night, next week. And there will not be any trucks next week either. And then the following week there won't be anything, obviously, because, well, I'll be gone until the 5th. So we're going to have a lot of fun stuff when we return on the 2 weeks from now, basically, is when we'll be back with the trucks at Las Vegas, making up for the previous week. Let's see who else we have in here. James Kerosene in the session, doesn't look like it. All I'm gonna say is this season is gonna be a good one here, folks. We have a great schedule from what I've seen, and I can't wait until the next season starts for Tour Modifieds either. We've been with them since the Bull Ring in mid-May there, so it's been a... Why is it doing this? Let me highlight stuff, please. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. First race we ever broadcast was at the Bull Ring, then Irwindale, Phoenix, Gateway, South Boston. So I don't know when the next season will be, but I'm sure it'll be a good one again. And I don't know if this will be the same thing here for this season. However, the Truck Series playoff rules are as follows: 5 playoff bonus points for each win you get, 10 bonus playoff points for the regular season championship, and you must make all 5 playoff races to be in the championship race, which makes sense, and you must have at the least 6 regular season starts to be eligible for the playoffs. And the playoff points will reset in round 1 and round 5. So with that all out of the way, we are gonna have another group of 5 minutes here. I don't know what we're gonna do for another 5 minutes though. I'm running out of things to talk about here. We are gonna have probably some of the coolest things we've done here. I've never seen a league race at the LA Memorial Coliseum because people are just, they're scared of the track for some reason. It's a fun track as they're beating the doors off each other there out of turn number 3. Or no, that's turn number 2, sorry. It is gonna be some fun racing here. don't know why, but only 7 drivers are currently in the session. We have more in the current voice channel right now. Oh, drag this back over. I dragged like everything over to the other monitor while we were waiting. Whoa. I don't think that was on my end there. Rupert in the session now. Currently, Zach Millett, Dylan Alderink, and Keely Evans, your top 3 here in the secondary warm-up practice thing, whatever you want to call it. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and take a break here while we wait for the feature to start. Should start in just a handful of minutes here. Alright. I'm gonna guess that the feature won't be starting for a little bit longer now. I'm not 100% sure though, folks. We were given the, I think it was gonna be at 8:30 p.m. It is now 8:30, so I'll give it a few more moments here to figure out what will go on. And, see if we can grab someone here. Not really anyone in particular. There's Zach Millett here, that S4 guy. On Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and oh, there's another one there. Instagram. I don't know about y'all, but I love that paint scheme, by the way. The matte colors on it, and the metallic Chrome 315. I don't know why I said metallic at first. I meant to say chrome, but you know what I meant. Don't yell at me. Don't be mean. So now it's just a waiting game here of who's going to get in the session. As it looks like now they're starting to kind of pour in. We're going to go ahead and grab James Kerr here and drag him up in the booth. Hey James, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy? Hey James, Sean with VRN. You got us? Alright, no James then. And we just got word that qualifying will officially start at 8:35 p.m., which is just 2 minutes from now. And then the feature will start shortly after qualifying. Millett, Bennett, Alderink, Evans, Johnson, your top 5 fastest here tonight. One minute just about until go time here. We're gonna have, like we mentioned, a 70 lap feature. No points. Pole sitters from the previous season are all locked in. We already had one of the 20 lap heats. There only was one 20 lap heat. And we're going to be starting here in just a few moments. So any second now the session should switch over. We're going to have probably one of the most eventful races we have seen in quite some time here tonight. Potentially see some, well, not potentially, we are going to see some tempers flare big time here tonight at the LA Memorial Coliseum. It is now 8:35. Keely Evans looks like he's been out on track for like 30 years now or something, feels like. Dylan Alderink has changed paint schemes. Looks like he may have went to a backup car or something. New wrap for the number 9. That's weird. So we currently have 10 drivers here. We had 11 in the feature. But only 10 had started. No one seems to be a fan of it here. Oh, I can't type. Alright. Alderink, the first truck out on qualifying here. This is for the feature race. Lap number 1. Robert Dudley currently fastest. Keely Evans second. Auto rank will go 13.812. Good enough for second right now. 15.217 on his second lap there for Dudley, and 13.615. Good enough for top of the charts. Actually 13.599. Here's Brian Rupert on his first lap. Or no, this is his second lap now. 13.808. Good enough for third over Alfie Sharon Jr. Coming out turn number 4. Can you better it? 13.670. Good enough for second right now. And then Zach Millett, top of the board. Oh, loose out of 2, man. Gonna do some burnouts for us. There we go. I guess that works. And then I think he got DQ'd. Everyone else is off the track now. So we are now just basically waiting for qualifying to end here. So Zach Millett could potentially be getting the bounty here. We're gonna go ahead and take a break here quick, but we'll be back shortly. Just give us a few minutes. Alright, a new incentive that I'm putting up. We were talking about it, but I kind of forgot about it. But let's go ahead and get Zach in here, your provisional pulse setter. Hey Zach, Sean in the booth again. You got me?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Alright, well, I got a question for you here. For 3 iRacing dollars, will you take an EOL to get up to the front and win it?
Ooh, that's tempting, man. This is a fun race, why not? I'll do it.
Alright, it's on then. That's your challenge. Brian will give you the EOL when the feature is lining up. And if you can do it, I'll send you $3 after the race.
Heck yeah, let's do it. I'm down for challenge.
Alright, good luck, man.
Thanks, buddy.
The bounty is up. Zach Millett is going to be trying to go from last to first. And if the driver who already started last gets it, you know what? If Bennett, for example, qualifies last, which he already did not, he's already up to 6th and 7th. So if Wagner wins it from the 10th position, then he will get it. But if Millett gets it from getting an EOL, then he'll get it. Actually, no, that's just too confusing. We'll just give it, if Zach can go from last to first and within 70 laps, he'll get it. James Kerr will take home the 7th position for qualifying. And then, I don't know who the other dude was. But let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. On to the front row tonight. Zach Millett going to the rear of the field. Dylan Alderink on his outside in row number 1. Row number 2, Alfie Sharon Jr. will get it in the 3rd position, and then David Bennett will be 4th. Rounding out the top 5, Keely Evans gets the 5th position, and Brian Rupert gets 6th. James Kerr will start 7th here tonight, and Matt Johnson will start 8th. And then rounding out the field is Robert Dudley and Shane Wagner. Alright, he was given the UL. The pressure is on. Can he get it done? That's the real question. We'll wait everybody else to grid here. I don't know if Wagner will be in the session here tonight. I think he ran 1 lap of practice, and that was about it from him. It appears we are waiting on 7th place Kerr and 6th place Rupert. There's Rupert. I still do not see James here. Nope. Alright, that's everyone. So Alfie Sheeran Jr., Dylan Aldering will lead the field to green. Zach, you might want to watch where your wheels are pointed. Oh, jeez. I saw that coming from Lee. I was like, oh, no. Oh, Alfie also got an EOL. I hope he knows the challenge isn't also for him. So who's going to lead the field to green then? 5th place, Keely Evans. If they can get up to the front, though. There we go. So Robert Dudley literally just gained 6 positions from the EOLs there. Here we go, 70 laps of racing coming to you. Green flag is out. Already, Keely Evans going for the race lead. 3 wide for the race lead. Dudley backs out. Keely holding ground on the inside. Aldering trying to get the momentum on the outside. Advantage to the 9-19. You're going to have momentum in the middle of the corner. 19 locks up. Here comes the rest of the field. All around. Zach Millet's already up to 2nd on lap 2. There they go. No caution. Millet already hunting down the race leader of Robert Dudley, and he'll take it. Leader in just 2-3 laps. Wow. You know, I figured it'd be a little bit harder for Zach, but I mean, at the same time, Jesus. Alfie Sharon Jr. trying to get around Robert Dudley for 2nd and contend for the race lead. Here he goes, up to 2nd now, goes Alfie. It's not over yet for him. Car slow on the bottom. That's Brian Rupert in the number 3 truck. So a lot of fatalities happened really early on, and really pretty much just the floodgates opened, and the number 315 just went straight to the race lead. Now we know Alfie's a fantastic short track racer, but he ran bridesmaid to him at Martinsville earlier in the week in the Gen 6 Cup cars just 2 days ago, actually, on Thursday. And it seems like it could be a very similar story to how it's going to go tonight, as Dylan Aldering going to try to reel in that number 49 and get back inside the top 3. right now. 3:15. Millet has a 1.5 lead over car number 1, Alfie Sharon Jr. 60 laps remaining, now 59. Evans is 7 laps down. Is he still out on track? Yes, he is. He's right behind. Second place, Alfie there. Oh, around goes Rupert again, right in front of the one. Oh, Alfie barely made it through that one. But Millet's going to gain a ton of positions there. He just has to keep his truck clean here and avoid all of the lap cars. Like Brian Rupert on the bottom there, he's looking for blood. No, not really. Although you never know. Johnson on the inside of Bennett here for 5th. He'll take the position. Up inside the top 5 goes the 62. And then there's the 49. Oh, Dudley a little loose there. Alderink in 3rd now. Oh, big checkup by the number 9 gear wrench Chevy. He's going to have to reel in Alfie Sharon Jr., which I don't know if he'll be able to do. Millet still with a commanding lead right now. I was expecting him to get up through the field, but I wasn't expecting him to do it this quick. Holy cow. So 19 in 8th right now. Alfie in 2nd. Dylan in 3rd. And Rupert 7th. Dudley 4th. About to be in 5th. Johnson applying the pressure here. Throw it on his inside all the way on the apron there. Side by side for 4th here. He'll take it. Dudley down to 5th now. Oh, bumper to the back of the 49 from David Bennett, your heat winner. Or not heat winner. He came home 2nd, but still. He did good in his heat. Primarily thanks to lap traffic. As the rest of the field works their way around this tricky and very, very tight course. Bennett's going to take the position away from Dudley there. And he's going to overshoot the very next turn. We'll get right next to and close into the action here. On lap number 25, 17 super loose right in front of your race leader. That is not what Millet wants to see. He does not want to see any sort of truck sliding or wrecking at all. Maybe on his inside, but definitely not ahead of him. Oh, Millet's going to overshoot the turn. Not going to really hurt him all that much, though, because Alfie is really far behind. Over 3 seconds gap. Johnson overtakes Alderink. And Dylan's going to take the position right on back on the bottom. Oh, Dylan's going to overshoot it a bit, going down into the 62. They'll have to drop back, and Matt Johnson now up to 3rd. But Dylan's still going to fight him, maybe. Although that car looks all sorts of beat up. Look at the damage on the front end of that machine. Alfie, 4 seconds back now of your race leader. Still trying to get around David Bennett here. Put him a lap down. Just hasn't been able to get the move. Or will make the move and get the room to do it. And he's still pulling away from the number 1 truck, so I'm sure he's kind of content sitting here For now, until he potentially gets wrecked. Oh, speaking of wrecked, there goes Johnson into the inside wall. A lot of damage to his number 62 machine. He's gonna go a lap down here. I heard more carnage. Don't know where from, though. I don't know. Coming up on halfway. Not this time around, but next time. This track, I've only raced at once before, and it was something different for sure. It was a very weird track, but it was fun at the same time. So I'm sure the drivers are very challenged right now and also having a blast. Halfway home now. 50% of the race complete. Only another 50 to go. And caution is out. I guess it's a competition caution. Looks like it. And 315 coming down for tires. Looks like he might be giving himself another sort of EOL here. Are you going for tires? Yep. You can see the right side going up, so that'll put him 5th overall. Alfie will now take the race lead. Well, maybe not, because here comes Dylan and Alfie. Johnson stays out. So Millet will be in 2nd. So he's definitely still in contention here for sure. David Bennett's going to go a lap down here maybe, or is he trying to go to pit road? Not sure exactly what he's trying to do. And now Johnson's going to drop back. So it looks like everyone is going to get their lap back here. Rupert was waved around twice, so I'm only assuming that. Not sure what exactly is going to happen here. Yep, there goes Bennett. He gets the wave around now. And now the pace car is going to come down pit road. Oh dear. 4 cars battling for here. Green flag is out. Sounded like someone was doing a burnout back here. Not sure what is going on there. Otterink with the lead. 30, now 29 to go. Robert Dudley 4th, Dylan Otterink 5th. Matt Johnson currently 3rd, making his league debut here at the LA Memorial Coliseum Clash. Alfie in 2nd, and your race leader trying to hunt the bounty down. The 315 all over the back bumper of Keely Evans, trying to put him a 8th lap down now. Not a lot going on around here. Bennett trying to hold on to his lead lap truck position. However, race leader just behind him. Millet with a 3-second lead over the field right now. And that's probably only going to get bigger as the night goes on. As the 62 of Johnson holds on to third. Rupert 8 laps down in 8th. Alderink in 4th. Dudley holding on to 5th. Bennett now a lap down. Wherever he is, there he is. Less than 20 laps to go for Zach Millet in truck number 315. Trying to get that VRN challenge bonus as well. Dudley about to go a lap down in his ALS Toyota. So the battle between those two is going to start to close in here. Just about 16 laps remaining now here at the LA Memorial Coliseum for the OG Racing League Truck Series Clash. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the weather here. Quick, see how much it's changed since the start. It hasn't changed at all. The 49 Dudley in 4th right now as it stands a lap down. Alderink is the next car. It's maybe go a lap down. What happened to Johnson? Might have missed it. I don't know if he was maybe involved in an incident or something. Oh, but he's loose. He's gonna lose 5th. Alderink trying to hold on to 3rd here. Dudley pretty far behind from him, so he's not gonna have a whole lot of competition here. There's Zach Millet. And just up ahead, you can barely see him, is Millet, or not Millet, sorry. Is Alderink. I couldn't think of his name for a second for some reason. Dylan Alderink about to go a lap down here. He probably will. Just 9 laps remaining here in the Truck Series Clash / season opener thingy, whatever you want to call it. The preseason Thunder, as most leagues call it. I don't know where I'm going with this, but David Bennett now gonna take 4th away. Could he potentially take over 3rd? He probably has one of the cleanest cars in the field right now, as Zach Millet is gonna lap Dylan Alderink. Coming to 6 to go. He's lapped pretty much the entire field. And Matt Johnson bringing it down pit road. He could be parking it for the night. With just 5 laps remaining here at the LA Memorial Coliseum here in Los Angeles, California. 4 to go now for Zach Millet to get the win. Not only is he the defending series champion, he also is the defending Clash winner, I guess you could say, if he wins this then. 3 more circuits. Will he get involved in the big one as Johnson comes back out on track? Sharon Alderink, Bennett, Dudley rounding out your top 5 with just 2 remaining here. As Millet comes down into turn number 3 and 4, white flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. It's going to be mistake free in 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time, a little loose there, but smooth sailing is on cruise control. Zach Millett claims the VRN bounty and the OG Racing League Clash win here on a fresh, good old Saturday night. Alright, well, let's get Millett in here. Actually, no, Alfie's first. And hey, let me grab Alfie. Hey, Alfie, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got it?
I got you. How you doing?
Doing good. You came home second here tonight. It was a, not a lot going on all night long, but how'd your night go?
It was fun. I was the one who gave Zach his EOL, and then Clan decided he was going to play a little prank on me and put me in the back with him. So I mean, it all worked out. I followed Zach through all the wrecks. I stayed within 2 seconds for the longest time, which is I think pretty good against Zach. Um, and like you said, I just keep finishing bridemaid to him. It's one of these days it's gonna change, and he's gonna finish bridemaid to me. But when that day comes, you guys will all know.
Alright, well, I don't really have much else to say for you, Alfie. Is there any shout outs or thanks you'd like to give out to anyone here tonight?
Just got to thank you for doing all the broadcasting for the OG League. Brian for putting on awesome different categories of racing for us. All the competitors we race with. Got to congratulate Zach on the win. And a couple of new guys that were here tonight. They raced really good, and looking forward to doing the whole truck season.
Alright, well, good luck next week in Las Vegas.
Thank you, buddy.
Alright, now let's get your race winner, Zach Millett, up in the booth. Hey, Zach, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy?
Hey, Sean, how's it going, man?
Well, you win the $3 bonus and the race. How do you feel right now?
Feeling pretty good, man. Might have to go to Disney World.
Yeah, you'll be able to afford maybe 64th of a ticket with that much.
Hey, better than nothing.
That is true. You had a dominating race here tonight. You led 66 of 70 laps, and it took you 3 entire laps to get up there in leading.
Yeah, that was lucky, man. I think we were just in the right place at the right time. You know, the seas parted at all the right times for us.
Yeah, I mean, you had a great car. It looks like you said, you were getting a little loose here and there, but it didn't really seem to affect you. So you're going to carry a lot of momentum into Las Vegas next week. Are you a fan of Vegas? Do you think you'll get another win there and perform well?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I think I can make it. Right now, I'll have to check the work schedule. It's going to be kind of sporadic this year, but if I'm off, I'm definitely going to be there.
All right. Well, is there any shout outs or thanks you'd like to give out to anyone here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Brian Rupert and the OG Racing League for everything they do. It's always a great time in this league. I'd like to thank you, Sean, and VRN Network for the broadcast. I'd like to thank Track Bar Media, HBR TV, and shoot me a follow at that S4 guy on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your week, Zach, and we'll see you at Las Vegas, hopefully.
Sounds good, man. Take care.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning into tonight's broadcast. If you did enjoy it, please comment.